On August 10th, 1971, money stopped being real. And nobody noticed. The world changed quietly with a single televised announcement. President Richard Nixon smiled calmly, as if nothing historic was happening. But behind that calm tone, an entire financial world was ending. The last link between money and reality was about to break. For centuries, gold had been the foundation of trust. It was honest, measurable, incorruptible. Every dollar, every note, every coin tied to something real. Gold was proof that value existed. It was the soul of the system. Without it, paper was just paper. The power hates limitation. And gold was the ultimate limit. You couldn't print it. You couldn't fake it. You couldn't inflate it. And that made it dangerous to those who wanted control. Slowly, quietly, governments began to cheat. They'd printed more money than gold they held. The illusion began to grow. Wars were funded not by gold, but by promises. Nations borrowed, banks profited, citizens worked. But no one asked the question, what's backing this money? By the late 1960s, the cracks began to show. The United States was deep in Vietnam. Inflation was rising, confidence was falling. Countries like France and Germany started asking for gold. But America didn't have enough to give back. The vaults were running dry. And so came the night of August 10th. Nixon went on television to tell the world, the United States will temporarily suspend convertibility of the dollar into gold. Temporary became forever. The gold standard was dead. The dollar was now backed by nothing but belief. They called it fiat currency. Fiat, meaning let it be done. In other words, money had value simply because they said so. It was no longer a promise, it was a decree. That night, money lost its soul, and the world entered the age of illusion. No longer tied to gold, governments could print endlessly. Central banks could expand wealth with a click. Debt became infinite, and so did control. People thought prosperity had arrived. But it was just inflation wearing a mask. Prices rose, savings fell, and no one could explain why. The rich understood the game. Everyone else became its players. Credit replaced savings, faith replaced truth. The system began to run on trust, not value. And trust, once broken, never heals. The more money they created, the less each dollar was worth. The more people borrowed, the deeper they fell into the illusion. The economy became a carousel, spinning faster to keep from collapsing. But no one could get off. Because the illusion felt real, banks grew stronger, nations grew weaker. And the people became consumers of a debt they never asked for. Every paycheck was printed from thin air. Every dream priced in a currency of fiction. The new system didn't reward work, it rewarded control. And the more you trusted it, the more it owned you. The day gold died, freedom quietly followed. No one heard the sound of chains, only applause for prosperity. But the applause was for an illusion. Today the gold is gone. The vaults are digital. The money isn't printed, it's programmed. And value is measured not in weight, but in data. The faith continues, but for how long? Every empire built on illusion eventually meets truth. And when belief fades, the system falls. That's not a prophecy, it's history repeating. Because when money lost its soul, humanity lost its anchor.